Do you want to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or like Rick Sanchez, or like Morgan Freeman? Or maybe do you want to sound like Joy Rogan? I'm going to show you how to set this up in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing video, and today we'll be taking a look at how you can sound like any celebrity. So let's get into it. Today I want to talk to you about a really good tool that could change your voice into pretty much any celebrity. If you head over to their site and check it out, you can see that it actually works on Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. So it should work on whatever device you're using. It's actually an app that you download and then you can flip a switch on or off and sound like any celebrity. I've downloaded it and I've played with a little bit, and I want to show it off a little bit. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the voice.ai app. You can see it uses a credit system. I have a handful of credit already because I referred this through the futuretools.io website, and with this amount of credits I can pretty much download any voice. Let's take a peek at some of the voices that are available here. If I click in here, you can see the ones that I've already trained. Impression of a politician, impression of a pop star. I believe these are the two that automatically comes trained with when you download. I trained Barack Obama, Rick Sanchez, Marty Smith, Elon Musk, and Morgan Freeman, and I'm gonna test a few new ones live on this show. So let's go ahead and use Morgan Freeman. To start, it's going to show that it's initializing. Now that it shows that it's ready, and I've got a slider here of do I want it to process faster but be less like the actual voice, or do I want it to process better and actually have more of a delay on my voice. Now as I'm recording this, it actually is delaying my voice just slightly. So when I'm editing it, I'm going back and sort of lining up my voice a little bit better, but it's probably not going to look exactly perfect as I'm speaking because it's not exactly on real time, but it's pretty damn close. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip on Morgan Freeman's voice, and what you're going to notice is as I flip on the Morgan Freeman's voice, it might sound like a little funky at first, but then soon it gets used to my voice. It actually starts to get better and smoother, and the audio starts to sound clear and more like Morgan Freeman. Now you might hear some little clicks and pops and something that can make it sound a little bit digital. It's still a very new tool, a very new process, and company still dialing in, so it's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty damn cool. So let's go ahead and flip off the Morgan Freeman's voice there, and let's try a different voice. Let's use Rick Sanchez. Alright, so it's initialized, it's ready, and let's go ahead and flip on Rick's voice. So now I should sound sort of like Rick Sanchez. Again, the audio might be a little funky as I start talking, and then it should sort of smoother out and I'm talking more and more. It's really a cool tool. I've used this to actually tell stories. I made a podcast episode where I had Rick and Morty and Morgan Freeman all having a conversation. So I'm going to turn the Rick's voice off, and let's show you what happens if I want to pick a new one and train it. So again, I've got some credit, but when you do download, it will give you a handful of free credits. I believe that it was enough to get 2 or 3 voices on here and start paying with it for free. So if you do download the app, you can use it completely for free, pick a handful of voices and start paying with it. Refer a few friends and you can get even more voices, and then if you want you can pay it and get as many voices as you would like. So now I would like to try a different voice. Let's go ahead and use Bryan Cranston. So let's go ahead and use the Bryan Cranston voice. My name is Siskil Khan and I sell blue methamphetamine to people to cure my cancer, and that's what I do. Don't forget, I'm the one who knocks. Hopefully this sounds something like Bryan Cranston. So for most of the voices I've tested have sounded pretty good, and hopefully Bryan Cranston does as well. So now we started by most popular. Let's start by top quality. I guess these are the ones that the training actually sounds the best. Biden, Sarah Palin, George W. Bush, Hillary Clinton, Mr. Mask. It's obviously supposed to be Dr. Fauci, Trump, another Obama, EOC, Justin Bieber, Allen, Emma Watson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Colbert, Patrick Stewart, Joe Biden, Cardi B, Magneto, Homer Simpson, Mr. Beast, Billie Eilish. So there's just tons and tons of celebrities. I'm not going to list them all of, but you could kind of get an idea of what's available here. Let's try Joy Rogan. Let's train it on Joy Rogan here. So this is also going to use 4600 credits. Let's go ahead and train it with the power of editing. Rogan's voice has been trained. Let's go ahead and use this Joy Rogan voice. Let's flip this on. So you are listening to the Joy Rogan's forecast. These psychedelics, these are crazy. Try some demo, smoke a little weed, and then watch the UFC fight. And it's some crazy stuff that's my Joy Rogan's impression. I mean, obviously I sound exactly like Joy Rogan now, because this thing is making me sound like Joy Rogan. Hopefully sound like Joy Rogan, otherwise I'll just look like an idiot. Well, too late for that. Alright, so there's one more mode that I want to show you on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and train one last voice here. So let's scroll up and let's grab Arnie's voice. Let's see if we can train it on Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll click the train button, use my 4600 credit, and I'll train. And just like we have got Arnie, so let's go ahead and click on Arnold Schwarzenegger to use it. Let's switch it to the record mode and I'll show you what this does. Record mode, let's record about 15 seconds clip. They do have a little watermark at the end. You can click this to remove the watermark, but then it's 14.9 and a month to be able to do that. But let's go ahead and take a listen. If I record as Arnie, what you'll notice is that it seems to process a little bit better when you're recording versus when you're actually live. Let's go ahead and record something.
Hello, my name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am the governor of California. I was in True Lies. I like to eat sauerkraut and fly jets.
Voice.ai.
So there you go. It actually shut off my mic and muted me for a second while I was actually recording, but that was the actual recording that came out of it. Let's switch over to the live mode and hear the difference. Just to make this fun, let's go ahead and use ChatGPT. Here, write a prompt like write a story about flying jets in a voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Alright, so I got my story here. Let me flip back to voice AI, turn the voice changer back on, then we'll go for it. I was flying high in the sky, pushing the limits of my jet. The wind was whipping through my hair and the adrenaline was pumping through my veins. I was in control, a true action hero. As soared through the clouds, I thought back to the days when I was just a young man dreaming of flying jets. I never could have imagined the one day I would be living that dream. But here I was, a seasoned pilot, taking on the toughest missions and coming out victorious. My jet was a beast, powerful machine that responded to my every command. We were one united in our quest for speed and thrills. I could feel the G-force pressing against me as I pulled off daring maneuvers. The world below me, but it wasn't just about the rush of flying. It was also about the precision and skill required to pilot such a powerful aircraft. It took discipline, focus, and the will of steel to the best, and I was determined to be the best, to be the top dog in the skies, and I landed my jet safely back on the runway. I couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. Flying jets was more than just a job, it was a passion, a calling. As long as I had my trusty check by my side, there was nothing we couldn't do. So let's do one quick experiment here. Let's go ahead and test Barack Obama on various settings, and we'll try it on faster, we'll try it on middle, and we'll go way up to better, and we'll see how they sound. Now this part I'm not going to go back in in editing to sync up my voice. I'm just going to let you see how much the delay actually is. So this portion of the video you are going to see me talking, but the voices are going to come out a few seconds later, and I'm assuming in faster you will see the voice comes out a little bit faster, and when I move it up to better, you will probably see a little bit more delay between me and actual saying something and the words coming out, and let's see how the quality sounds. So let's go ahead and set it to faster, and we'll go ahead and flip the voice changer on like Barack Obama as I talk, and this is on the faster mode but also the lowest quality mode. We'll bring this up to about middle of the road, flip it on again. So once again I'm speaking like Barack Obama giving a very presidential speech right now. I think everybody needs a big tax cut and healthcare for all and more money in their wallets, and that's what I promise to do for you. Alright, so let's turn that off and let's crank this all the way up to the best quality here, and let's see what happens. Barack Obama, I really want you to succeed in life, and I want everybody to be happy and make a lot of money, and I think we should just give everybody a free home in America and free internet access, and that's the stand that I'm gonna run on my third bid to run for president. And there you go, that's the comparison between fastest, middle of the road and best, and hopefully it sounds interesting to you. So there you go, not bad actually. There's a little bit of crankles, and you can tell it's a little bit more of a digital voice. I don't think it's going to totally convince anybody, but definitely something fun to play with. To do a cool voicemail on your phone, or to do a sales video in this style of somebody, or you can have some fun on a podcast or something like that. I think it's really a cool tool to do that. You can tell it's a design for gamers to mess with their voices a little bit, because it's got integrations with something like Discord and World of Warcraft and Fortnite and Among Us and Minecraft, CSGO. So you can tell there's an angling it towards gamers, and people just want to kind of have fun with their voice while on the live stream. Obviously it works with Zoom and Google Meet and things like that. So maybe if you want to do your next meeting with your boss and sound like Sarah Palin or something like that, go for it. But again, totally free to download. You do get a certain amount of credits. I don't remember exactly how many, but I'm pretty sure I was able to get about 3 voices. So for free the first time I've downloaded it and start playing with it. If you really want to do something kind of cool and experiment with this little bit, come on over to Fiverr, and maybe you could sell some voiceover work. Let's do like voiceover impressions. I will record a professional Mickey Mouse impression. I'll do a Joe Biden voiceover narration, an impression of various characters, a goofy voice. So people are on here on Fiverr actually selling impressions of people's voices. So if you were to mess around with voice.ai, then you were just doing audio, and you were just doing audio only. You were not trying to sync it up to video. It doesn't perfectly sync up to video, but if you're just doing the audio only, you can definitely do voiceover impression and sell them on Fiverr. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, but before I do, make sure you head over to futuretools.io. If you need help with something, let's say you are a YouTuber, type in YouTube. This is going to curate a bunch of tools that will help you on your YouTube. Let's say you are an SEO specialist, type in SEO. It's going to find 21 tools for you that will help you with SEO. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video.